What's up? What's up, everyone? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Happy Tuesday. Life's good. Let's see. You guys are loving that YouTube video I posted today, too. So 1 out of 10, which for anyone who's unfamiliar with YouTuber talk, that means it's your best performing video in the last 10 that you posted. So you might have been today years old when you learned that. But if you ever start making YouTube videos, that will be an important thing, and it'll improve your day when you do it.
Jules, long time no see.
Hey, what up, Jules? What up, family? Pete, load up the Twitter stream.
Oh, yeah, we got to do that.
Come on. You're getting out of practice. Sadiq, I'm sending you an invite.
Oh, Deke.
Max was going to join, but he doesn't even have Wi-Fi at the
New warehouse. He moved in, yesterday?
Something like that, man. Recent.
He got a crazy deal.
Oh, really? That's fine. That's pretty solid, man.
Deke's not home.
Huh?
Deke's on the road right now.
I'm Deke for Press. What's up, Christian? Miles the guy. What's up, Joseph Cunningham? Nice to see you. Wow. Damn. Oh, so he killed it, man. That's fire. That's awesome. Yeah, so we got a good deal. I can imagine.
Yeah, I think he had a homie that hooked him up or something.
Vibes. Cool. What up, fellas? What's up, Jorge? Yeah, yes, sir. Christian. Yeah, any questions you guys got, let us know. We'll be on for till like 5:45 or so. Link for BQL extended trial. I got you. I'll put it in the chat. Give me 1 sec. Appreciate you showing love on that too.
It's one of Miles' favorite things to do is sauce out that link.
Boom, I put it in there.
Anyone down to source tonight? Yeah, throw it on Twitter. I'm sure you'll get some takers.
Yeah. What's up? Thanks for the keep of videos. So many notes from the one in November on Garrett's channel. Vibes. Garrett, you been pumping out videos lately?
No, I haven't posted one probably a month and a half.
You're lacking, boy. All right. Okay, 15-minute sourcing challenge tomorrow. Okay, it's been 4 weeks. 15-minute sourcing challenge tomorrow. Same thing for you, Pete. Because I saw you did make one today, Pete. I RT'd it.
Yep.
Low-key, I didn't know Pete had a YouTube channel.
We're just low-key about it. We're just low-key.
Yeah, dude. Speaking of Under Armour, Cherry, with my coaching guys, we found a shitload of Under Armour leads really quick last night. Hello, I'm removed. I did nothing wrong, and now hit me in the Discord DMs, Osla. Can I get ungated with an email receipt from Nike for 10? Yeah, all big websites and especially brand websites. Yeah, so that's clutch, right there. Absolutely.
Why can I not find your channel? What's it?
Oh, there's an underscore at the bottom because somebody had it. Unbelievable.
Peter Nelson?
Pete's Flip. Someone had it.
Okay.
Oh, that's weird that it doesn't come up with Pete Flips at all.
You got to pump out some more videos, man. Would you buy winter clothes from the Kohl's clearance sale going on or skip because we're going into spring and summer? So, the cool thing is the sales rank probably isn't going to, or the demand essentially probably isn't going to get bad on those for like several months. But Wicked 20, what you want to do is look at the Keep It chart on that item and see when last year that the sales rank went up. The cool thing is like Nike hoodies, for example, are like a sub 10K rank in the winter popping, right? During the summer, they're like a 70 to 80K rank, which is still fine. They're just not selling as quick as they normally are. So typically outside of like New Year's or Valentine's Day gifts, stuff's a lot more seasonal than typically, or a lot less seasonal than people think it is. Like the cool thing is you can see the historical data on these products. What is BQ repricing software? And
one of the best hoodies in the game. It
really is.
They're so comfy.
Okay, I'm ungated to Nike and got my first 10 units yesterday. I'm struggling to make any sales. Any advice? So it's only been a day. I wouldn't expect stuff to sell if you're only on 2 or 3 listings. Now, if you just got them in yesterday, they are probably listed FBM. It's going to be harder to get sales on FBM on products if other sellers aren't already getting the buy box FBM on those listings, which they may or may not be. Right? So what you want to do is go to howtofbm.com. It's a free guide I have for you guys that goes over the basics of FBM, getting in 0-day handling time, getting a repricer on, and identifying if a listing is FBM friendly. I just had a good video for good.
Haven't seen Warner in a minute. We were just with him yesterday.
I mean, that's Jules, obviously. Brand new here. What's up, Leslie? You're in the right place. Do they ship automatically to Amazon or wait until a buyer buys? So you can do either, Leslie. So FBA is where you're going to ship the products in bulk to the Amazon warehouse. FBM is where you're going to ship directly to the customer yourself. FBM typically only makes sense during like holidays, or if for whatever reason you see on a specific item that there's only FBM sellers or a lot of FBM sellers, you're mostly going to do FBA. However, FBM is awesome if other people are doing it on those listings because you can sell the items a lot quicker. Kohl's doesn't give invoices. Doesn't matter. You're just going to use the receipts like everyone else. Okay, we have an iShowSpeed fan account in the chat. Okay, that's interesting. I might consider that you rethink some of your life choices, my guy, but we're not going to judge or anything.
How is Nick's pod doing? Everyone was showing love with that
cool.
video.
Let me check the Simplecast. Dude, people listen way more on the podcast platforms than on YouTube for that, which is ironic.
Yeah, I'm looking at the YouTube now. It's like 320, which is not
which
over
is
the
good
top.
though, which is decent for YouTube. Yeah.
But it got more shout outs than anyone.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, for example, Nick's pod on podcast has 716 hits. How long should I wait? Oh, right away, C. Mendy. How long did you just take? 12 to 24 hours. Yes, CBH. Yeah, for those of you guys who are unfamiliar, I actually got the merch on. We have the Buy Box Bandits. Garrett and I do it. There's like 150 episodes. It's on all podcast platforms. Ton of really good free content from people who have found success in the space. Lots of good tips and tricks. Y'all should check that out. Okay.
Added B, what brand was it? It depends what brand. Some of them you're going to be out of luck, but if it's like a brand that's beatable like Nike or Adidas, you should be able to just submit the receipts and you're good to go. But again, use this as a learning lesson. Understand what kind of foreshadows this sort of IP complaint, right? So if you look back in the history, were there any steep drop-offs in offer count? Are there only 1, 2, or 3 sellers on it? Is the brand having a history on that product? More often than not, you would be able to avoid listings like that, so you're not in this position again. So learn it. Use this as a learning platform to not make a mistake again. Is it 12% return rate for close high bit? Yeah, it should be probably between 7 and 10. 12 is probably pretty high. That could be the case if you're doing all shoes, a lot of like women's sports bras and stuff like that. But like under 10%, even with clothes, is probably pretty standard. Can you explain what auto ungating is? I'm trying to get my first ungate for Barbie. Yeah, so Barbie's probably not going to be an auto ungate. I think Miles has an auto ungate list in the description that you can kind of work through. But essentially, Amazon sets up boundaries in terms of like what brands, what categories you can as a new seller sell, and what brands and categories you have to kind of like prove that you can sell. And so that's really the only differentiation. Gating is not an issue, right? Just buy 10 units of an item from the .com of that brand, and you're good to go.
Those EMF, you gotta get the AirPods out, man. It's fucking up the audio, and it's fucking up your brain too. So the key with auto ungating is that everyone's account is different. The more items you sell, the more items are going to be auto ungated in. The cool thing is that pretty much anything that's not a global brand is going to be an auto ungate. So if you're, at square one, go do like Bombas socks and One and ColourPop and Athletic Works like right now for a bunch of auto ungates to get the ball rolling. What's up, Joe Mazan? Bro, Joe Mazan's big day's coming up. It's only 2 months away. It's 2 months from today, right? Ooh.
Yeah, 2 months today.
If you're new here, we haven't discussed this lately, but G-Body Benz is getting married 2 months from today. We haven't talked about that in a minute.
Yeah, too late for apps?
It is too late for apps.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it is too late for apps, unfortunately.
Almost done with the list. I put in ABC order and I have LNM.
What up, Small G? Do distributors ship products to Amazon? Some will. If you're asking that question, you're probably not going to be able to negotiate that unless they already have experienced it, which is great if they do. Yeah, that's
one of those things that you ask for. You already have a relationship, right?
Come on. You got.
It's not that bad. There's no way it's that bad.
It's pretty brutal.
Yeah. Okay, what do I physically do with the list, Joseph? You follow the instructions on it, man, and you use them to get ungated. Can y'all break down some of these upcoming fees? No. There's a good post. I just don't know as much about it because I know I'm gonna adjust and keep winning. Look up there's a good blog post article on Marketplace Prep's website. When I'm getting first started, I can do FBA and FBM for products that aren't worth FBM. Yeah, 1,000%. Yeah.
Bozo bodies.
Do you think we'll make FBM more lucrative? Maybe. I just don't see how it would drastically change how it would make any sense. Like for Amazon, and obviously if it screws up with the sellers, they'll change it back, Like they're smart about this stuff. That's fucking amazing, man. That is amazing. That's an all-time comment there. That is I'm tweeting that actually. That guy just won the fucking stream forever.
Miles,
Yeah.
you think the new shipping placement fees will make FBM? I don't really think it'll shift the needle too much. Amazon. The thing is, Amazon's so smart. They wouldn't do anything to drastically change the output of. Because think about it, they want people FBAing because they make more money, right? They make way more money from FBA as opposed to FBM. That's why they favor the buy box for FBA, where they also want to control the customer experience. They don't have as much control and quality assurance when sellers are FBMing, right? So they want people to FBA. So if they put anything into practice that is changing that trajectory, I'm sure they'll change right away, right? Because Amazon is super smart. They have data for all this stuff.
I'm tweeting attention. We are looking for someone to ask ungating questions at all at Amazon's wedding. No, so small G, it's by brand, man. So like if you do Nike, you get the whole Nike brand unlocked. Ooh, what are the chances of me selling a product when Amazon is selling the same product? So the cool thing is that not each listing's different in that Amazon's going to share the buy box more on some listings and they're not going to share it at all on some listings, right? And I'll show you guys how you're going to see that.
While he's pulling it up, just sales per month on SellerAmp total for all variations or just the size, color? So SellerAmp's going to show all variations. The cool thing is Keepa's graphs are specific to the variation, right? So we have a really good understanding of just the relative velocity, ASIN to ASIN, variation to variation, just by the oscillation. If something is not selling, it's going to be a lot more flat, boxy, and just not as interesting. Something that sells a lot more, offer count's going to be oscillating, buy box is going to be oscillating, things are going to be happening, right? So generally speaking, the slower variations just move a lot less and a lot more flat. And that's going to be sort of like a relative understanding as in terms of just like what's moving faster than others. And then obviously you want to use your data, your business data to validate the selling.
Yeah, so if you're new and you want to see some good product research, Josh, watch this video here. And then okay, my man asked, how do you tell if Amazon shares the buy box? So right off the bat, we can see this specific item here, Amazon's currently buy boxing on, right? So this automatically scares away a lot of new sellers, right? What we then want to do from here is go over here. And now we can see the offer count is oscillating. So we know third-party sellers are most likely getting sales. And then we can go is hit data and then buy box stats right here. And if we take a look at like the 90-day or 30-day, we can see other sellers are getting the buy box. It's only one other seller here, but in general, it'll be more, right? So the more share Amazon's given up, the more sales you're going to be able to get, right? So typically you want to see them sharing 25, 30% or more, but it could be even as low as 10% if the listing's really, really good and you're seeing a ton of offer count oscillation, which on this listing is a decent amount, not a ton though. So that's how you're going to do that. Do you need you find from RA or is the price from what Sash generates? Hope that makes sense. Yeah, you need to price them, but you're going to look at where the buy box is going. Where the suppressed sellers, and look, you have to pay the Illuminati to get something like that. The swim portion of the Ironman. That's hilarious. You are currently ungated. Yeah, low key, dude. Yeah, Joe, you're going to have to, that's going to be the first of its kind right there, man. That's a good point right there. Damn.
Oh, jeez. Did you do this one? How do you need to price the products you find from RA, or is the price from what SAS generates? I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, no, you price your products a la carte. Like you can price it at whatever you want. You want to look at where the buy box is going.
RA for a newer seller gives you just a lot more advantage because you can act quicker, right? FBA, in case you didn't know, right? You send things into Amazon's warehouses, and that process can take 2, 3, 4 weeks for those products to actually become active, right? However, with FBM, you buy something from the Nike outlet, you can list it really theoretically in store and have it sold that night, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, have it shipped out, and you get that money back in 2, 3 weeks, right? You iterate a lot quicker. You gain the flexibility and the velocity of just like validating real-time data, and you can just compound your efforts a lot quicker.
Hi, to sell. Oh, so Causer, search on YouTube Flips4miles on gating and click the blue thumbnail video and you'll have a full walkthrough on that. currently ramping up listed ASINs. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Did we answer the ungating specific SKU? Because it's the whole brand. It unlocks the whole brand there. Right there. Okay, Garrett, break down some of the ways people can build moats on their OA product, because that's very, very important.
A lot of it's based on your price, right? Something I talked about today on Twitter was really worrying about price point. That's going to be the most malleable. When you're qualifying, when you're sourcing away, qualify and disqualify based on velocity and stability first, right? Because those are going to be the more stable, hard to move factors of the overall product. We really worry about price point last because, again, that's the most flexible, that's the most malleable. How can we change price points? Price point malleability is a lot of times what creates the moat in how we're sourcing, right? Miles does a really good job of kind of walking through this in a lot of his content, right? So discounted gift cards, no sales tax, coupon codes, discount codes, reaching out to business service. All these sorts of things can give you the edge, right? Maybe a coupon code that's not broadcasted on the internet, right? Maybe isn't as commonplace as some of the other ones. A lot of these, and Miles has it on the screen right now, are ways you can theoretically, or in a sense, build that moat. Things you can do that people aren't aware of that are in the weeds on social media, right? The average Joe isn't going to know to reach out to customer service, isn't going to know to get the extra 5-6% off with a discounted gift card, isn't going to know to ship to a no sales tax state. All that's 15-20% off the buy cost as it is, right? So very few times are you buying a $20 product for $20. You're buying it for 15, 14, 16, 12, and that's really going to be your margin a lot of times. And again, that creates that sort of complexity in how you're sourcing.
Yeah, absolutely. And so what you want to do is, I know if you're a newer seller, this looks a little bit complicated. The cool thing is it really comes second nature to you after a little while. And what you want to do is you want to make a spreadsheet and you want to go through and Google like Dick's Sporting Goods coupon. You'll see there's 10% off email coupon. Then go to Card Bear. Do they have good gift cards? They do. Google Dick's Sporting Goods rewards program. Do they have one? They do. And put that on a spreadsheet. And now really quickly, you're going to be able to pick up on all the different ways you can get items cheaper on these websites, right? So take a screenshot of this and go through this checklist with every website. And most websites have at least like 1 or 2 ways to get the items cheaper, typically that you can combine. Some have even 3 or 4. And that's how you're going to make items profitable that are going to be profitable for you, that aren't going to be profitable for other sellers. And that's the whole key. Peter, are we missing anything on that front?
I think that's a pretty comprehensive list right there.
Yeah, right? Because like the typical purchase looks like what people think it looks like, and this is partially due to us oversimplifying it to get attention on the internet. It's the game, right? But okay, it's $11 on Kohl's, it sells for $30 on Amazon, you make $7 profit, right? Typically, it's not that simple, which is a good thing because otherwise listings would get saturated a lot easier. It's like, all right, it's 12, but I can get 9% off with the gift card, and there's a 15% off email coupon, so it's really $8.50. It sells for $21. It looks like 12 to my competitors. I can pay $8.50 for it. Now I can make $5 on that purchase. That's how items become profitable. That is the game with online arbitrage.
And that past 5 minutes of us talking is if you drill, record, rewind, re-listen every single day for next week, and really engage.
G-Body, you got to fix the audio again, family.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
Good. Oh, don't mess with it now. It's good.
We'll start a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
For a new mic.
Facts.
Yeah, facts. I think it's actually probably this cord because I'm moving and the cord's messing up.
Yeah, can we get some roll call in the chat? Where are you guys located? I'm in Miami. G-Body Benz is up in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and then Peter.
Milwaukee.
Yep. But when
Milwaukee.
When are you moving?
We're ironing it out.
Bro's doing his last winter and trying to drag it out for some reason, right?
Well, it's 70 degrees here. I don't want to hear it. It's 70 degrees today.
Cool.
This is my last winter in PA, and I could not be more excited.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%.
We're taking over, boy. We're taking over El Paso. That's lit.
I broke it to the rent.
Whoa. Yo, Ian's right in my neck of the woods, bro. Ian, we live like 10 minutes away from each other in PA, man. That's crazy. That is crazy, man. Dude, we live right near each other.
I broke it to the rent. Yes, the rents when I was with him yesterday, Miles.
Oh, my boy Besmir in the building. Dude, Besmir is like brand new, and he's already hung out with another Amazon seller in person. He's like 2 weeks in. That's amazing. Oh, damn, Small G, you're in Miami? So am I. I hope this is my last. Oh, Kelly, what part of PA are you in? Portugal. All right, we're doing the roll call every time. There's just that was a lot more interesting than I expected, honestly. Small world, yeah. But damn, Ricardo, you're out in Portugal. Interesting. Bay Area vibes. Oops. Chad screw. Dude, so whenever Steven comes to my crib, which is like every 6 months, he just starts fixing shit all over the place. So he fixed my sink the first time he came, and then he fixed my desk the second time he came.
Wi-Fi?
Dude, isn't your wedding in Frederick?
Not Frederick. It's in Northeast Maryland. I don't know where Frederick is. Virginia Beach, Las Vegas. Icon. Jeez.
I put him in timeout. I mean, I love that guy. But
I would read it too.
we can't be doing that.
I started reading it. I was like, oh, jeez.
Literally let me in. It's cold. Bro, you live in Savannah. You're fine. Yeah. Where's Garrett moving to? Bro, the promised land. The promised land. Brickell, Miami, Florida, I would assume. The promised land where young men go to get rich. SoCal. Winter Haven. Oh, Winter Haven's yo. If you're in Winter Haven, you got a shitload of outlets nearby because that's near Orlando. That's amazing. Sacramento. Yeah, there's a lot of sellers in like the Bay Area, Sacramento, as well as down south in Los Angeles too. And such. So yeah, whatever questions y'all got, let me know outside Seattle. Wait. Someone said they were in PA as well. Oh, Kelly is in Pittsburgh. Yeah, take advantage of that no sales tax. What high school did you go to, bro? Hit the Instagram DMs. Hit the Instagram DMs. What'd they say, G-Body?
I mean, they were fine with it.
Yeah. I mean, it's literally just like it's such a wildly intelligent decision. And Peter, you're from Illinois, though, right?
I did spend a little bit, like for the first 10 years of my life, yes.
But then the other time you lived in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
So when people ask where you're from, which do you say?
Wisconsin.
You're from Illinois and you grew up in Wisconsin, or?
I just roll up into Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Illinois was
It's also more interesting. Illinois got nothing.
No, it's the worst.
Facts. That's an interesting take, Jules. Keel's kicking off resellers like Kalinikas. Yes.
I think so. Yeah, it looks like it.
Cool. Yeah, Kathy and Sherry, you guys should get to know each other. Who does R is my close friend. Yeah, that's the cool thing is like you're not really like don't kind of expect to just have random people in your life that are interested in online business. Like it's so rare. Like so rare. You got to find them on the internet. You know, or it's
my like closest growing up friend. I've known him for 9 years and he has no interest.
Yeah.
And that's just how it is.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? But you got to find people. But no sales. Any suggestions? That listing just isn't selling as quick as you think it is, you know? Like that. And it's only been 1 day too, I think you said, right? Do you have any videos on how to price products for FBA and FBM? Yeah, let's talk about it. So let's pull up a listing here. So what you want to do is you just want to go ahead here and just take a look at where other people are getting buy box, right? So we're just going to dig in here and take a look. So you can see one seller is getting buy box at 35, even if the lowest price seller is at 30. Typically what that means is that this seller who's at 30, their inventory isn't checked into FBA yet. So they're being a bozo and not overcutting when they send the product in. When you send the product in, you should list above the buy box so that you don't end up tanking the price if your listing shows on the listing, even if it's not fully checked in and ready to get buy box yet. That's a weird thing Amazon does where sometimes they'll show you on the listing down here, even if your inventory is completely back ordered. Like for example, this seller is completely back ordered here. Their delivery date's 2 weeks out. So they're probably not going to get buy box. So what they should have done is they probably should have listed this price higher because now novice sellers might try to match their lowest price, even though this seller isn't getting buy box here. That's also a great video topic too. I'm gonna make a short for Twitter on that. So yeah, when you're sending in items to FBA, you want to get in the habit of listing them above the lowest, just so you don't end up screwing up the market. If even though your inventory isn't fully checked in yet, if you're undercutting on price, basically.
Yeah, the net of it is you just want to be pricing at the most aggressively you can that it warrants sales, right? If you look at that product 2 weeks ago, it was at like $10 higher. It doesn't do you any good pricing there. You want to be pricing with the micro trend as high as possible, right? So it makes sense to price it at 30 cents. You're going to be getting sales at 34 as well.
I mean, I like that area too, but I definitely.
What do I look like? What do I look like, 2 miles?
What do I look like to you?
That's my vibe. That's perfect.
No. I'm looking at the gym right now. I got the Sun Max right out there.
The outside is the gym. You just go for a run.
No. You have a unique opportunity for the next 10 to 15 years, fucking max, where you can play pickup basketball. You know?
If he's any good, we don't know.
Well, I mean, we will find out.
He plays pickup in Wisconsin. Yeah.
We will find out.
Yeah.
We have nothing else to do in Wisconsin than play pickup basketball.
How many days are you hooping? Like 4 or 5?
Like 2, 3.
2, 3.
Yeah, maybe
We gotta run sometimes.
Yeah. If the actual brand is 85% of the buy box, is it no go? $56 Gabrielle, that's a good item. Like, even though the brand's getting a ton of it, make sure there's no IP gameplay in history. Honestly, it sounds like you can print on that. You have to make sure there's no IP gameplay in history though.
Best case, you'd be getting it from the brand because they would obviously know it's going on Amazon. It's very, very, very risky if you're buying it third party, like buying it from like a Walmart or third party store.
Yeah.
If you're buying it from the brand, it's a go. It's 100% a go. Can you talk about sales ranking, what you look at? I mean, I think sales rank is kind of overrated. Seller rank eliminates a lot of that guesswork for us, right? It gives us and kind of associates sales rank to an actual number, which you can just do a lot more with. As a newer seller, a 50,000 ranked sales rank doesn't tell us a whole lot, right? What does that tangibly mean for how many I can buy? Seller app does a lot of that cool stuff for us where it kind of like makes that association, which then you can kind of drill down further with a variation or something like that, or if there's a majority seller, Amazon in the picture, whatever. But I would just use the estimated number of sales if you're in your first couple months.
Boom. All right, I'm gonna pull up a good example for you guys. So if we take a look here at this hoodie, right?
Yeah, Gabrielle, that's probably that's a risk that I probably wouldn't take.
So if we go here, so we can see the sales rank's currently 3K, right? So we got people worried about buying hoodies right now when the rank's 4K. If we take a look at the year long and we take all these guys out, see how the sales rank went way up during the winter? It honestly didn't even that much. But
that's just glitchy. That's just like removing variations.
It was still 10K, right? And there's people, like, don't be afraid to sell products just based on the season. Like, look at the data. Like, the sales rank was still popping on this even in July, even in May, right? So, like, the data can be the data tells the full story on the SKU. And
something like that where you see, like, what happened right at the end of May, that listing was just separated, and then it got combined with the big dog listing. So then it dropped the sales rank. And then again, it happened like another year later when the sales rank skyrocketed up and down. That just listing got separated and merged that.
Bro said, yo, YMCA membership is like $49 a month. I'd rather sell vitamins and hoop outside, bro. No, get a bucket regardless. Sell more items and get a bucket regardless. That's the nice thing about being an Amazon seller is once you get good, you can print your own money in that you can literally choose to do more and you get more back. Always test buy. Yeah, always test buy. Starting out, what should be the first steps you take to help you learn? Number 1, get your seller account open. Number 2, do all the auto ungate ASINs. It's a free list for you guys down below. Number 3, watch my ungating tutorial to get Nike, Adidas, and Puma ungated. Do some retail arbitrage and start storefront stocking for OA using the strategy and cheat codes I showed you guys in my latest YouTube video. And then if you're interested in like getting like particular like direct one-on-one help, I do have a mentorship program that's linked down below as well that you can check out too. Nah, you need boxes. You need boxes, unfortunately. That would be so nice if you didn't have to. Shit would be so profitable. Now, a good thing you can do is if you want to buy from the Nike clearance store, you can buy blank boxes to sell on eBay. But the color is a no-go. Only for LC, or can you buy as an individual? So, Lucas, for wholesale, a lot of them are going to require you to have an LLC, and that's just kind of the rule they have. But for OA, you never need one. Or, I mean, and not that, you shouldn't have, you just don't need one for OA. Do you make multiple raised gift card accounts to get the discount? I think there's diminishing returns, Ian.
No, yeah, I wouldn't do that. I would just go, I think Raise is the one where you can get a B2B account set up. I would just do that.
Yeah, Card Cash too. Where can I resell products? eBay, Facebook Marketplace, back on Amazon. Other listings on those SKUs on Amazon potentially too. I think makes sense as well. I'm going to reload the ice right here. G-Body, I'm entrusting you with the
What's the rule of thumb? 4%. Everything I bought from retail arbitrage, the actual brand has a majority buy box.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily like a percent. It's a matter of if they're monitoring that listing. Most times, if a brand is on the listing, it's because they care about that listing and they don't really want other people sharing the buy box. Again, there was one time I spent 80,000 with on a listing on a product where the brand was on that product, but it's because I bought from them. They are obviously more than willing to share the buy box. They want to obviously share responsibility, all those sorts of things. And they knew the products were going on Amazon. However, if you're buying from TJ Maxx, that's not the same case, right? So you want to make sure that if you go back in that offer count, there's no steep drop offs. There's more than 5, 6, 10 sellers, and that you're going to be covered, right? Because an IP complaint, especially if you're new, especially if you're within your first couple months, can be pretty detrimental. So just be extra cautious in terms of joining the market with the brand to make sure that you're not going to get an IP complaint. Because if you're within your first month or two and that happens, it could be the end. And so my perception is, right, you'll make, a couple $100, couple tens of dollars off those products, all good. But the value of your account long-term is way, way, way more. It's way higher, right? Hundreds X higher. So if I was in your position, I would pass up on all those opportunities, even if they looked fine, just because A, there's better money to be made. B, account health is more of a long-term play. And C, you're just getting going, right? You don't want to be scraping the barrel for $5 when you could be generating tens of thousands for the next couple of years.
Well, there's a graveyard of people that cut corners. Like,
yeah,
use them as an example.
We know a ton of them.
Yeah, and they cut a corner, and now they had problems. So just avoid and keep doing the right things where you in safe spots where you can make money and not run into those problems.
Any tips for connecting with other people that are doing Twitter? Put out some tweets. Jules has the playbook. If he's in here, Jules, put your Twitter in there. He, essentially is a living, breathing example of how people can create a community around them, right? Jules entered the community 2-3 months ago. He put out a video, connected with people that, liked his personality, liked what he brought to the table, all those sorts of things. Now he has a Discord, an inner circle, people that he can reach out to and talk about this stuff on a daily basis. We know Jules by name. Would recognize him. And so there's a lot of value in doing all those sorts of things. And it starts with, just getting out of your comfort zone, getting on Twitter, putting up a video, tag us, we'll retweet it, and the rest is kind of history.
And it's like, does that make you uncomfortable? It does. That's exactly why it works for the people that do it. And all the people that don't, who are scared of it, they don't get the same results. So that's the extreme version of it, right? But existing in the community, right? Being on Twitter or Instagram or wherever Amazon sellers are hanging out, right? Facebook groups, etc. Right? And the more leverage you can build, the better results you'll get.
I guarantee that all three of us were nervous when we first did our first video. Like we weren't excited about it, but we did it.
Yeah.
But I did it anyway. Yeah, that's the best part is all of that costed literally no money. I paid Garrett no money, and I made $15K the first 60 days with his help. And we had a shitload of fun, more importantly.
So much. And a lifelong friendship that,
Yeah. Oh, dude, of course, man. Bruh, we got a Minnesota Stallion, right? Bro gets the Adidas Sungate first try and tweets about it too. I was like, we got another one.
So if the brand has buy box, don't try selling this item. No. So if you remember, so I specifically mentioned that if you're not buying from them, right? Wholesale is fine, right? You'll come across a lot of brands in the wholesale space where you can buy from them. They know you're going on Amazon because thing is, right? When they share the buy box on Amazon as a brand, they don't pay for PPC. They're gaining marketability from other people that are paying from their dollars, from their margin, promote their listing, which they're making money from all around the corner, all around the listing. So there's a lot of reasons why a brand would want to share a market share the product listing, but you don't have that same assurance when you're buying third party from a TJ Maxx, a Marshalls, etc. Mobile app, why the seller sometimes show me a different max cost on search.
Probably variations. I don't really think that I'm not actually sure that completely. Probably variations though. But Amazon is on listing. What should I, if I can get the buy box also? So George, offer count oscillation on the bottom chart on Keep Up. So the offer count going up and down, and then checking and seeing if Amazon is sharing the buy box in the buy box statistics. It's the hoodie, bro, blocking the mic. Ooh, is it?
I don't think that's the snare. The mic is right to my mouth.
I don't think it is. What hosting service do you recommend for business email? Gmail. Although that literally doesn't matter in the slightest, like quite literally at all. Like you're very rarely are you going to even need your business email, honestly.
Why does everyone tank price so hard if we are all trying to make a profit?
Good question. Yeah, I mean, you just got to buy stuff that's harder to find, you know. And it's,
well, the problem is everyone has different prices, right? And if you're buying a lot of grocery stuff or a lot of beauty stuff, your competition is people that are probably getting that same product at a half the price. So a lot of times it's, you know, just differentiation and price differentiation and sort of that competitive advantage. It does happen on Nike stuff, Adidas stuff, Under Armour stuff. Again, same sort of scenario where it could be different price points that people are buying it from. But I mean, who knows? I mean, people are always going to be doing dumb stuff like that.
If our legal entity is an LLC, is it okay to have a personal name on the invoice? Yes, at least from an ungating perspective. Do you think grocery and gourmet food is a good category to focus on? 1,000%. It is going to be more RA and wholesale focused. You're not going to be able to do much OA with it. But yeah, I mean, you know, buy whatever you can. How long should I scale OA until it makes sense to move to wholesale? So get to like 30 to 50K a month with OA, right? And then if you happen to really enjoy OA, you like talking to other sellers, you like just checking out on websites, running it up, maybe you stay with OA forever. Right? Or start mixing in some wholesale stuff too. It just makes sense to have the necessary bankroll and the understanding of Amazon that dealing with
in the network.
Facts. Dealing with higher order quantities, you know, you want to make sure you can, you know, not have to worry about that and such, or not have to worry about the extra risk. Once you can send 500 units a month because of an at Gmail, oh, then yeah, Google domains or whatever for the business email. Yeah. But the hosting service doesn't really recommend. Start cold calling too though, Rias, and you probably haven't done enough volume either.
That's it. Listening to this while prepping my shipment. That's that. Make sure you're following all of our YouTube channels. If you get sick of Amazon content, switch over to the Big Booty Mix 1421. There's a bunch of good ones. There's tons and tons of good, positive things we can be flooding our brains with.
Facts. Yeah, that's the way to do it. And a lot of you guys still haven't looked up the Big Booty Mix. Do it.
Yeah, it's not a meme. It's actually like it's
yeah, like
it does seem like a meme.
I thought that was a joke. No, it's good. It's very, very good. Yeah, right. And if you're at square one, right, just, you know, try to get sales as quick as you can, right? FBM, Auto One Gate ASINs, Nike outlet, Adidas outlet, you know, storefront stocking with OA, all those modes we talked about earlier in the stream. Is it necessary to submit pics of the product when applying to Ungate? Nope. It definitely doesn't hurt though.
Certainly won't hurt. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
sometimes
not,
when you're going for like a category though, like if you're going for like a toy category,
I think it's required for categories.
Yeah, and even that, I mean, I've seen it work with that, but yeah, you know, on paper that. Yeah.
And just resubmit. Always resubmit.
Where can I find the community on Twitter? I mean, so start with any of our handles. We interact with people in the community. Really, if you search FBA, anyone that has FBA in their handle will find like Flips4miles. My Twitter is all Amazon. Pete's Flips is Pete's Flips. That's a good starting point. From there, you're going to find all the adjacent accounts that are worth following.
Yeah, it'll give you recommendations too, probably. But just look at who all we're interacting with. Search Amazon FBA and just follow as many accounts as you can. Like go look at like who like Corey Gannon's following, who Pete's following, who Mac's following, who Garrett's following. Follow all those people, and you're just. The cool thing with that is it's just a guaranteed way to make sure you get a ton of like alpha just inbound for free. It costs no money, right? And that's like a really nice way to do things.
That's a good question. One mistake you've seen Pete starting off first.
Wait, 100% follow, but it's probably good banter. We just got to get to it.
What happened?
I don't know what Jules means.
With one mistake you've seen starting off Pete first, meaning you should go
one
first.
Mistake. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Just getting really bogged down by all the details of everything.
Yeah.
Like just find a product and sell it. Keep it really, really simple. And then iterate. Create problems for yourself and then solve the problems one at a time.
Yeah, it's not worth spending an hour worrying about how to do your first FBA shipment. Do it, figure it out, and then you'll learn. Right? All of our first FBA shipments, mine was a bunch of books. I think Miles was as well. Took hours, right? But everyone, you know, you do it, you get it over with, you learn, whatever. Bunch of YouTube content about it now, and you'll learn from it.
Yeah, and if you're ever worried about stuff, like if you have a lot of capital, like pay for help with people too. You know what I mean? Big Booty Mixes, Big Booty Mix, music, volume 14. Look it up, Ricardo. Ricardo, I know how cool I fuck with Ricardo. You're gonna like it, Ricardo.
The other thing is I feel like a lot of newer people look for the home run product, look for the perfect product that's completely stable, hasn't moved for years and years and years. That's 25% margin. It doesn't exist, especially if you're getting going. Just look for a couple singles, even like a 10% ROI, 20% ROI that sells a bunch. Because something you don't want to do is, first of all, get stuck in that analysis paralysis that he was talking about. But secondly, buy a product that just doesn't sell, right? So focus, hone in, and velocity first.
Fix the audio, brother. Fix the audio.
I mean, I'm not doing anything, so
Okay.
I think I have to get a new.
You actually did fix it, though. Yeah, you did. Yeah.
I think I have to get a new cord. But yeah, focus on velocity first, and then things will just kind of fall into place.
How do you know when you can FBM a product or you can FBM everything? Okay, let's take a look at a couple SKUs here and determine if they're FBM friendly. All right, I'm just going to pull up a couple reseller friendly items I just know about here. Let's see. Test buy of a product, like 5 to 10. So let's go here. So what we're going to do is we can see seller currently in the buy box is FBA. We can see it ships from Amazon. It doesn't ship directly from the seller here. Now what we want to do is go here and hit data and then buy box statistics right here. And then we want to take a look at this FBA column and filter it to see the ones that don't have the FBA check mark here and then see how much that is. So in this case, this looks like around like 15%, 10-15% FBM, moderately FBM friendly based on that this is a fast selling listing. It's a 20K rank, right? This item here, we can see buy box is currently FBA, right? And there's no set rule of thumb for how much buy box share you should be seeing because a 1K rank listing is way different than a 50K rank listing. Get in the habit of checking, testing FBM for like 48 hours. Let's see this SKU. And then you'll build up the muscle here. Let's see if this SKU is FBM friendly. I bet it is. So we can see this SKU is, absolutely FBM friendly. We can see 22% of the buy box share is going to FBM sellers right here. So that's totally an FBM friendly SKU right there. Every time you turn your head to the left, G body bends.
How you doing, Miles? I don't know.
I'll personally focus to you. I'll pass on lower ROI when doing OA. Yeah, Cap. We'll mix in some discounted gift cards. Ask customer service for coupons, right? Like I'll pull up that moat building guide I got for you guys. Like it's really, really important that you
moat building guide.
Yeah, right here. I'll also say I'm gonna add to this using a tax-free prep center. Yeah, I'll make this available for you guys too if you want it. You are, yeah, cool. I'll see if anyone. Let's see if anyone can clicks the link quick. You can see. I love how Google does it. How you can see people when they're up there.
See
like
now,
anonymous element.
I know a lot of you are gonna copy that link and say it doesn't work. It's because the sharing is at the end. It happens every time.
Oh, okay. All right, we got one. Okay, all right, we got an anonymous goose. Okay, we got an anonymous goose in there. Yeah, this is the key to making items good, right? This is the key. Yeah. All right, they're flooding in. Let's go. Okay. All right, cool.
But yeah, without fail, we always have someone be like, "Oh, the link doesn't work."
Yeah, I'll put the coaching program out now that there's people looking here. Boom, right there. Cool. All right, sweet. So yeah, check that out if you're interested. All right, just to be using that shit. It's how important. Watching you guys almost every day. Yeah, Zebra on. We got you. Do your students have access to you? Yeah, absolutely. So my coaching students, like we talk every day. If I want, would 15K months be efficient? Oh, absolutely, Jules. But yeah, no, Jules, stack up the 100 piece first though. Like get to it for a year or two, stack up the 100 piece, then worry about living the good life. I'm in. Yeah. Leah's looking at it. Garrett's talking. Mike goes scuba mode. Low key. Low key. Very low key. Brinton Mo putting on for Utah. It works. Yeah, I got you guys, right? So you use that checklist, man. Like that's really helpful for making skis good. Like that's the key right there. It's going through and taking advantage of all these different discount codes that exist, man. Link does not work. Vanessa, yes, it does.
We got one.
Yeah. So Houseway. So we have a couple of different options, man, but I think it'd be something that could really be helpful for you. So feel free to just fill out the application. There's some qualifying questions on there to see if it makes sense and such and everything. Worked. Does seller board factor in the cost of FBM shipping labels? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
There's always a couple.
Yeah. So we haven't gone over it. We haven't done the print the FBM wealth chant in a while. We're working on, once we're getting close to probably June, we'll start to dig back in on that because back to school will be on the horizon. eBay, a good OA source. I've seen their receipts work for inauthentics. Not a huge fan of it though, because it's very hard to prove authenticity, Lucas. I wouldn't be sourcing from eBay much. unfortunately.
Remember that intro we made for the podcast? We should have like something similar made for Print the FBM Wealth and just play at the beginning of every video.
That we still do that though, right? Like it's still the guy still.
I don't think so. I think
really.
I don't think so. I think it just says "Welcome to the Buy Box Bandit podcast" or something.
Oh yeah, no, it says the.
But the OG one was like 45 seconds. It was like long.
Let me see if it's on here. Let me see. Oops, my bad.
Because I remember when we were like scripting that out with Wi-Fi.
Oh, it's not on there.
Yeah, he must have taken it off of all of them.
Do we have audio on this, John?
Episode 1. All right, here we are after.
Look at how fucking skinny I am, dude. Oh my gosh, dude, look at that.
Yeah, that's times have changed.
G-Body Ben's looking the same. G-Body Ben's. So this was a minute ago, guys. Look at the date on that, John.
October 1st,
Let's see if we have the intro on any of these.
Welcome to the Buy Box Bandits podcast.
But even still, there was a time that we had them included.
I think it's on audio.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to episode.
Screen, send that to him.
Oh,
look at G-Body Benz. G-Body Benz looking like a junior in high school right there.
Thanks.
That might have been some seed oils right there playing in that.
Yeah, fuck, bro. I didn't even know what seed oils were back in the day, man. Yeah. Zero neck.
House Sway knows what's up.
Jesus Christ.
W stream, my brother in Christ go eat. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I bulked up. I'm up like 25 pounds since then. Actually.
We were a bunch of young bucks back then.
Yeah, I mean that was 2.5 years ago. Yeah, this shit was a minute ago.
Wi-Fi pulls up in the driveway with Miles in his passenger seat.
No, I was sun maxing. Remember that I drove back.
I
was sun maxing in your yard. Yeah.
See, there it is. Britton Mo knows about the Bryce Minds at Amazon Business, Volume 150. That was part of it. I forget what the rest of it was.
It was like 3 Amazon sellers.
Interviewing the brightest minds. Yeah, something like that.
Which methodology? FBMOA and FBAOA. What credit card and wholesale a little bit. Amex Business Blue is the easiest one for beginners. So Garrett, you already ran today. Yeah.
I ran early so because I can. I got the gym after this.
Okay, use your words. I want to go for 8A. So Gisela, watch the latest podcast we posted. It was actually with an 8A expert, actually. So I think that'll be pretty helpful for you.
Ooh, Saul.
Yeah, Saul. Yeah, we just posted that. That episode's actually doing pretty well today too. So yeah, Buy Box Bandits on all platforms. All right, so we'll be on a couple more minutes, guys. Probably till about 6 o'clock. Whatever questions y'all have, just let us know. Has that link on speed dial.
Jules, have you listened to every single episode that we've posted? Like every single one. Don't be honest. Pete, you probably have, right?
No, I definitely have not. I've fallen off in the last like 2 months.
Once he got in with the squad, then he stopped feeling the need to keep up.
Low key. Well, that's the way you should be doing it.
He got too comfortable. Now he's like, I don't need to.
I mean, I was leading the pack for a long time with hours on Buy Box Bandit. So.
Oh, dude, who flips on Facebook? Dude, I was talking to this guy earlier today that joined my coaching program that used to do Facebook dropshipping. I've been struggling to understand it. ROI. So, Alicia, you should look up how ROI works on Google. I'll explain it to you, but there'll be better explanations on Google. I buy an item for 100. I sell it and get back 130. Therefore, I have $100 of buy cost and $30 of profit, right? So my return on investment is 30% because I spent 100 and got back 130. On a sick pair and ace and at least questionable one. Yes, I'll show you 50 examples of that here. What?
The Peter Parker gun.
It's a good chirp.
So we take a look right here.
How many units per item should you be buying? 5, 10, all depends on the product, but to validate, to test it, 5 to 10. You'll authenticate your process as you go.
So these are the fastest selling variations because I can see I have it filtered to what has the most variation, right? So I can see these guys are all moving the quickest. Now, if we scroll way down here, we're going to see a bunch that don't have much movement. So let's see, like for example, like this one, you see how this item is clearly moving a lot more than this item because there's way more off count oscillation, right? And then if we go down here, there's going to be way more slower. Yeah, like for example here, this only has one review in a year, right? And it moves way less than this item here. Now, the interesting thing is these actually have a similar review count, but one's moving way quicker. And that we can just see that right there, that it's very clearly moving a lot faster and such, right? So that's a really, really good important skill is understanding that each variation is going to have its own Kiva chart. When you're reading, gauging which variation to look at, I like to either filter top to bottom and then look up ones that I can see moving in, or filter top to bottom by reviews and look up the fastest moving reviews too. And
see how different those look compared to some of the ones on the bottom that are very flat. Right.
Yeah.
It's very, very easy to see, like that one right there. Right. It's very easy to see like how little activity those sorts of products compared to the one right below it. They may have similar offer review counts, but one may be newer, one may be, you know what I'm saying? There's so many different things that are wrapped up into like the cumulative history that you can't just go by based off one number.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, it's a good vibe right there. I'll drop the link for that spreadsheet another time if anyone needs it. Anyone got any other questions for tonight? Amazon is saying I need to buy 50 items. Nope. You only need to buy 10 items. You only need to buy 50 if it's from Amazon.
I'd be grabbing those flat ones. Hey, everyone has their taste. Everyone has their taste.
Nah. I didn't get it what he meant. I didn't even hear that in the first place. Like advanced, man. I didn't even hear that shit.
That's a good sign.
All right, have a great night, family. Check out the links down below: auto and gate list, mentorship program, other content and such. Make sure you follow these guys on socials, and DMs are always open if you guys have any questions. And if you want a good walkthrough on product research, how to find your first profitable product, check out the YouTube video I posted today. It's got a really good walkthrough on that. I'd like to know what we can find it. So Ronald, check the link, and you'll see a full walkthrough of how everything works, as well as an application if you want. Love you guys. Be great. See you tomorrow. Awesome 15-minute stream. Thank you guys.